Many thanks for staying with us. Let's move into some more stories now. The former secretary of the Interministerial Committee Against Illegal Mining, Charles Cromwell Bissue, says he will be a better replacement for Joe Ghartey after the departure of the five-term MP for Essikado Ketan and former Attorney General. Speaking to City News' Akaisi Jnim at Kojokrum, Charles Bissue, who is facing two other persons, including the deputy director of the NLA, said he has the credentials to replace Joe Ghartey and recover the over 8,000 votes the NPP lost under him in 2020.
Essikado Ketan constituency is a stronghold for the NPP in the Western region, as Joe Ghartey has since 2004 held the seat for the party. Joe Ghartey struggled to win the seat for the fifth time in the 2020 parliamentary elections, dropping a 10,000 vote gap to a little over 2,000 against the NDC's Professor Grace Dankwa. Joe Ghartey is therefore bidding the Essikado Ketan seat farewell. With his departure, the Essikado Ketan seat has become free for all, with 3 aspirants seeking to represent the party in the upcoming NPP parliamentary primaries. The aspirants include a former constituency youth organizer, Giovani Osei Tutu, the former secretary of the Interministerial Committee Against Illegal Mining, Charles Cromwell Bissue, and the only female, Horma Akaisi, who is the Deputy Director General of the National Lotteries and Regional Treasurer. Although Horma Akaisi contested and lost the 2020 Elemble parliamentary primaries, she is currently the most visible candidate with huge billboards around the constituency. Charles Bissue, who is also a former Western Regional Secretary, told City News he is the right man to replace Joe Ghartey.
Where the Essikado Ketan among the 10 top constituencies in Parliament, so you just don't have to send just anybody. I've actually gone through the mill. Regional Secretary for 8 years. I've been a parliamentary candidate before. If I say regional secretary, not just a regional secretary, but regional secretary with results. When I became the regional secretary, NDC had 18 seats. We had 8 out of the 26. During my stewardship with a team, we actually brought together, and then that team that was brought together, we won 8 more, and we had majority. My second term, we maintained majority before I decided I was going to contest. I've been a member of the National Council of the party for 8 years, chairman, NPP Northamptonshire, so the founding chairman. So the experience that I've gotten, if you go into government, I've been a presidential staffer, secretary to a few cabinet committees. So going forward, I believe that with that experience and through innovation, I can actually take over from Joe Ghartey.
He gave this response to those who say he should have contested in his native Hunter West constituency.
The Hunter land, we are interrelated, okay? For example, I'm from the royal family. My father was a chief in the Ahroz near Cape 3 Point, but my father's great-grandfather, my father's grandfather's house is in Essikado Ketan, the GHBCU house.
Some Essikado Ketan constituency delegates told City News why they are supporting Charles Bissue.
The reason why I'm supporting Charles Bissue is that the height and the level that Honorable Joe Ghartey has been able to raise their constituency to. And now Honorable Joe Ghartey is going. So if we need someone who can fit that shoes, we need to go for someone who will be able to, match up with Honorable Joe Ghartey. That's why I'm supporting Charles Bissue.
I've benefited a lot from him. Recently, I just passed out from Ghana Ports. That's the reason why I'm supporting him. But a lot of students in this constituency also benefit a lot from him, paying their school fees, they are on scholarship board, and those with hand skills training also, they are also benefit from him. That is why I'm supporting Charles Bissue. And we know he will win and break the 8 for NPP.
Charles Bissue promised not to just win the primaries, but also restore the NPP's vote it lost in the 2020 general elections. Although both Giovani Osei and Horma Akaisi failed to respond to our interview request, I came across this supporter of the only female aspirant.
She has been building toilets, boreholes, paying people's school fees. Even 2 weeks ago, she gave the TVET 72 by 4. Yeah. So she has been doing good, and we think she's the best candidate for us. And if we don't vote for a woman, we should forget it, because the seats cannot be for us. The NDC will take over because the people need a woman. They have been voting for a man. So now all that they knew is a man and a woman. So we also want to bring in a woman to face the NDC woman.
The Essikado Ketan constituency chairman assured aspirant of fairness.
The rule of the game says that as a constituency chairman, you have to be neutral. And so I can assure you that what happened at the national level is not going to happen at the constituency level. You never can tell who will win this election. So if you go and then throw your support behind one person and then that person first, the person that you did not support wins the election and becomes the, what do you call it, the parliamentary candidate for NPP in this constituency. How do you work with the person to maintain the seat? So as far as I'm concerned, I'm not going to do that. I've told my people that I'm going to remain what you call neutral, and I'll be neutral until 27th.
For the love that these delegates here in the Essikado Ketan constituency have for Charles Bissue, for which they have even come to his house, their expectation is that other delegates will actually join them in their strive to see him become the candidate for the Essikado Ketan constituency come the next general election. For City News, I'm Akaisi, Essikado Ketan.